If you like to see how I'm going to transform these two plain girls' varsity jackets into these lightly embellished with brooches and rhinestone jackets, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube, so I picked up these girls. One of them is like, I guess, a toddler size, little girls, and then one of them is like maybe a women's small or medium. For my 11-year-old daughter, because the other ones were they just kind of run small. And plus I got these from two different sellers. The one that I have on the left for my 5-year-old daughter, they didn't have any sizes that were for big kids. So I cut out these R's with my silhouette Cameo because I wanted to just add their initial to them. I'm using my iron. I use my iron when I'm like kind of in a hurry trying to do something quick because I wanted this to be ready for the next day for school. I have a few heat press machines, and sometimes you just gotta wait for it to get heated up, plug it up, put it on the table. I just didn't really want to do it. I just wanted to get this on here real quick, so that's why I'm using the iron. But you can definitely use your heat press machine. If you do, make sure you cut the steam off and put it on the highest setting and apply even pressure and heat to the entire piece of vinyl. I want to say that these are about maybe 3.5 inches wide and 5 inches tall, the R's. But I did the one for the fuchsia jacket. For the smaller jacket, that one is slightly smaller. So I have these cute little Hello Kitty planners. They're like extremely super adorable, and they're really big. They're 3 inches. Regular size planners are usually about 1.5 inches. So I do actually have these on my website, myroyalradiance.com. If you're interested, I have them in sets of 3s and 4s, I believe. And like until the middle of September, I've extended my Labor Day sale, so the entire website is actually 20% off. Okay, so I'm using my press pillow. I purchased this press pillow many years ago from Amazon, and it just kind of helps you get a more even press. So when you're pressing the iron down, it can focus more on the vinyl, and it's not going through pressing the buttons and making like a little weird indent. So I have my daughter's name. I cut both of their names out to put to the back of the jacket. And I just feel like these jackets were so adorable. They were actually, okay, so I think they both ended up being the same price somehow, even though they're different sizes. They both averaged about $22. You know, I have Prime, so the shipping was free. So I'm just going to press everything on. Then I'm going to pull everything off later on. And then we're just going to add a couple brooches. We're going to just do something light. So I'm ironing Hello Kitty on that I cut out. I cut a couple of these out, but it was too big and I just couldn't figure out where to place it on the fuchsia jacket. So I was just like, we're just going to leave it off. I should have just went back and cut a smaller one out, but it was like, okay, whatever. And plus their jackets don't need to be exactly the same anyway. So I'm just going to press the other name on my other daughter's jacket. Okay, so you just want to carefully pull everything off. Make sure everything is staying on. I forgot to pull it off the back of this jacket. I ended up doing it like towards the end off camera. So what I'm going to do now, after I pull everything off, I'm going to kind of like do a layout so I can see where I want to put the pins and how I kind of like want it to look. Okay, so these planners, like I told you, I have them available. I turned this one into a brooch. They come flat back with nothing on the back. I could not find my bar pins. I had some extra large bar pins for these because these are big, like I said. I had some 30 millimeter bar pins that I ordered. Couldn't find them. So I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I ended up gluing on the planner onto one of the jackets. And now I'm just adding some pins. I have some Chanel pins that I'm just going to pin on here. I don't think I have this one on the website. This was like just something I had in my own stash. But I have brooches on my website. I have planners. You can turn the planners into brooch pins, or you can just glue them on to cell phone cases or whatever it is that you'd like to embellish. So I'm just kind of laying that out. I had to put that pin on there a couple times because it was just crooked. So I'm just kind of angling things out, you know, just trying to see, because the back of this one, I had to do something to it to get it to open. So I ended up moving on to my daughter's jacket. Now I'm adding some bigger size chunky bling to the letter R. I didn't want to, or have time to, completely bling out the whole R. I could have, but I didn't want to, and I didn't really have time. So I did add some big bling to it. I could have just left it at that. Just put a couple big pieces on there, like how you see right there, and just left it. But I decided to trim it with some smaller rhinestones, and it still turned out really cute. And as you can see, I am using a wax pickup tool. You can get those on Amazon. They're very convenient. They help you pick up your stones, pearls, or whatever. It helps you to move a little faster with your DIYs. I'm using a pretty small rhinestone. That may be a 4 millimeter. Those are actually glass rhinestones. So that may be a SS16 or a SS12. And I'm just kind of filling in. You see, not completely filling it in, because of course you can still see the white. I'm just kind of doing a little scatter just to give a little more extra razzle dazzle. And now I'm just going to spread out some brooches and just kind of see where I want to place them. My daughters let me know or kind of showed me which pieces they wanted. This one was actually a croc charm, so I had to just put that to the side. I didn't realize I had let a croc charm get in the mix somewhere. So I'm just going to just continue to just add some things on. Okay, so now I am back to the smaller jacket, and I'm gonna do something different just to show you different options. Like maybe you don't want to just add rhinestones to the letter. Actually, it's cute without it. Just the letter R by itself is like cute. I like it. I am going to add some rhinestone trim to this letter R. And I'm just going to do the outside. I asked my daughter, I said, do you want me to add more rhinestones in the middle of the R? Or did you want me to just trim it? And she was like, just trim it. I said, so you don't want any extra rhinestones? And she said no. So I said, okay, cool, this works out. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay guys, here is the final finished result of these cute little Amazon varsity custom jackets that I made for my daughters. You know, it's almost fall. It's not fall yet. Don't want to rush it, but in some areas like in the Midwest, it's starting to get a little chilly sometimes. It's starting to be about in the 60s. I don't know what that's about. It's like when we came back from vacation, all of a sudden it was like in the 60s here. We went to Vegas, it was 108 degrees, and we come back home, it's 66. And I'm like, what is going on? It's only September 6th. What's going on here? So hopefully it warms back up. But, you know, since school started back in the mornings, leaving out early, you know, it's a little chilly in the mornings. So sometimes it could be as low as in like in the 50s. So I was like, okay, let me just get them some jackets that are a pinch thicker. And they really like them. They like these quite a bit. So I was like, let me just add a little something to them. So they can wear them. The bow that I put on my daughter's jacket, that bow, I sewed it on with some clear thread. I believe you saw me do that. And then, like I said, one of the planners is glued down and one of them is a brooch. Then I have just some other little pieces. And this is the back of the jackets. I actually forgot to film this when I first did it, so I just went and filmed the back of it already. So yes, I really enjoyed doing this DIY. I hope you guys enjoyed this or got some cool ideas from it. I will have a link to where I purchased these jackets. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it or share it on Facebook. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Hey guys, check out my website, myroyalradiance.com. And there's always a coupon code available with a special discount, Royal Beauty 10 off. Use it today. We have some updated styles of luxury inspired faux leather fabric. And when you buy 3 sheets of fabric, you'll get the 4th one free of charge. We also have these beautiful iron-on patches available and these beautiful planner charms that are so versatile. You can use these to decorate your cell phone cases, compact mirrors, or you can turn these into brooches or croc charms. More beautiful sparkly gold iron-on patches for your crocs or denim jackets, and the latest item we have are the brooches for the slouch socks. We also have luxury inspired crocs charms. Iron-on transfers are also available. Check out our website, see our tactical defense, where we do have in-waistband gun holsters, belly bands, magnetic holsters, and a lot more. Okay, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Life is a Whole Vibe. Thanks again. Bye-bye.